Things are roaring up for Power of the Elements and some of the other lingering things here, and where can you find the best deals on those old format tokens? Like 30% of you guys have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 105,000. So I just wanted to kind of take a look at what is going on with all of the Splight involvement buyouts here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty nuts. Splight Blues are completely wiped out for Prismatics at $80 a piece. Now, if that was America, you know, those would probably been like 300-ish at this point in time. I also see down here that we have a buyout on the fairy support, actually. Those are gone at $32. The reverse Nibiru, as we're going to call it here. These are $900 basically here. We also had buyouts on the Neos. Actually, kind of surprised about that in terms of prismatic. And then, yes, we do have buyouts on, well, at least disappearing copies of the tier elements. And then, of course, Splight here, $55. Actually, the fact that those are gone. And then the Link 2 also was bought out at $83. And then our spell card here, yeah, was $30. All right, well, in terms of that, it's actually kind of interesting. Also, when you see, like, the secret rare versions of these cards disappearing, or slash the ultimate rares, you kind of got to ask yourself, you know, this actually has some pretty crazy value. You get down here into basic ultras, $4, $16 for the big Nibiru, $8, $8 for the regular copy of the Exceed monster. It's not bad, all things considered. The drop card actually sold out at $7. Wow, okay. Guess I didn't expect to see that, at least this version. And then we dip on down here, $14, $6.50, $5 for this. Okay, so this must have been the ultimate rares up here, but that tells a pretty easy story. Super rare blue splites are $9. I can't say I'm surprised about that. So we move on along here. I was kind of curious to see anything's happened with the Valiant stuff. The rune field spells are $11. I think this is one of my favorite cards in terms of art, but $11. You have the ultra rare copies of Labyrinth Mommy here at $7. But the rest of this set is very, very cheap. All right, like this is still some of the easiest stuff you'll be able to pick up. And I mean, granted, like some of the star or shatter foils are very, very cheap too. But all right. And then, of course, we are going to check out History Archive here. I was kind of curious to see what History Archive has done. Wake Up Your Heroes were bought out for Prismatics. It's always like the Prismatic buyouts, by the way. Prismatic of the Rainbow, I think it's Rainbow Bridge, the trap card. Of course, the Stardust got wiped out at $58. This card is absolutely really good. So many decks find a purpose to play this. It's actually nuts. All right, not surprised about that at all, actually. And then, of course, the Zark trap card. This thing is nuts. This with, like, early Therion support, or excuse me, early Dynamorphia support, was a really fun little thing to mess around with. And did you see them there? You know, Prismatics disappeared at $18. Must be nice. Their Magician Souls are $3. If you really want to blame the TCG for things, just cry that, you know, these are the way that they are. $2.50 for the Stardust, by the way. History Archive really did calm down. Oh, wow. Into the Reigns is still bought out. Wow. For the Secret Rare version. Didn't expect that to happen. All right. Moving along here. Some cheap tokens. So, this is going to be a good example here. And we'll talk about this here in a second. But, Jaden Tokens? For those of you that always like these collector's tokens. So, the OCG does have really cool sets where they release like these tokens. I believe we're up to Token Pack 4 right now in the OCG. But you have a wider range of these available for pickup. The Supreme King token is $12. All right? They're just like nice little collectible items that you can pick up. Some of I think all of these do exist within the realm of being holofoil. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to go into some very, very expensive territory if you're looking at acquiring holo versions of some of these tokens. It's a big yikes. Even here, we have a Karibo token here that is a little bit pricey in terms of things here, but this is also from the tournament pack over there, which is interesting. This is one of the things I just wanted to kind of showcase here. Dandelion tokens are still available on the internet. You can still pick these up in terms of relatively decent quantity. These are the Korean versions. 20 bucks is what you go in, but I know a lot of people are looking back here at previous formats going, well, you know, I kind of want some more of the iconic tokens for certain eras. And this is going to be one of those things that I had these when this deck was actually, you know, popping off. It was absolutely fun and awesome to have these. But to be honest with you, I kind of miss having these. So this is just kind of something I'd recommend keeping an eye on. Obviously, there are other listings on the market for these that you can very easily find. Just kind of keep an eye, do some searches. You'll be able to come across some relatively fun stuff. Animador to Archosaurs. You know, it's been a little while since I've checked in on Larry the Gator here. 15 bucks is the lowest light play for this original copies. You guys remember when these were $45+ and people were losing their minds? Fun fact here, the Ultras from the Megatins last year actually are about $3. This card is actually gaining, it's not like an insane amount of value, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when you start to see movements in these cheaper categories, it's always worth to kind of keep an eye on and be like, oh, all right. So keep that in mind. Mech Grisu. 15 bucks. You know, these are starting to disappear. This is actually kind of something you might want to keep an eye on. If this thing only has 26 listings on its original printing, then that means that people are looking at Harp Horror right now in the next list and going, there's a possibility that these could, you know, do the thing. I would honestly, as per, you know, usual on these market watches, keep an eye on this guy, because when the original printing is running that low on copies, you have 189 from the tins last year, so at least you have a cheaper alternative here. Like, that's the important thing. Cheap alternatives exist, but max rarity is always going to be the cup of tea for certain people out here. All right, Egyptian god slimes. You know, the last time we looked at these, I think most of us were just flabbergasted. $40 still for these. And you know what? They're going up even higher. I don't even remember. Was this thing actually like short printed? I don't know. Also, a little bit of a fun fact here. The Winged Dragon Raw mod place is still running around $156, $170. And then you actually jettison on up here to $196. All right. And then you're heading on up here. These are starting to disappear. So that means that you have two things to keep an eye on for this video. Ghost Rare Winged Dragon Raws. And you also need to keep an eye on those Mech Grisus, because, once again, if value is starting to spin off on these things, it might be too late. $10,000 Dragon, oh boy. There's only 8 of these on the market right now. I don't actually know what's going on with this. I'm starting to see a lot of these moving here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like this. European, how's this a European test print? What? What is a European test print? I don't like that. I would, it's another one of those cards I would keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. And then Thunder King Ryo Ultimate Rares. Did you guys know these are like 200 bucks still? Yeah. It's actually kind of insane. Slifer the Sky Drag. I actually want to take a look here for a second. I guess we're not going to be able to get to it. Oh, actually, wow, these are dollars now. Wow, that's some penny stonk stuff. $1.20. Wow. All right. I do see that we have value going up here. Actually, just value in some of the lower end Slifers. I guess I didn't expect to see that today. Slifer the Sky Dragon. It's always fun to kind of just check. Oh, this is the ultra rare. Man, Slifers have really gone down. Holy moly. All right. Well, you know what, market? I'm going to end the video on this. I wanted to kind of check out King's Court, but I'm just going to say for the most part that there's a lot of interesting movements happening at not points that I thought we would see them. You know, the collector's market has calmed down quite a lot as of late, but other sectors are kind of starting to move, i.e. the Ghost Wing Dragon Raw, Mech Grisus. I think people are gearing up for the next list here, so we'll have to wait and see overall how things will settle, but that's the way things are looking for now. So what do you guys think? Please, if you comment down too much, make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more else content, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.